Welcome to the ground floor. Enjoy.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Ground Floor Podcast, episode 3. I'm your host, Rashidi, 1/4 of the Ground Floor team, aka Cornbread Poppy. I'm here. Shout out to all
this episode off.
Shout out to all the rashers. This is what we're doing. Introduce my guys to the team. Talk to the world, fellas. Talk to the world, man.
What's good? Dom, aka Dom Perry, aka Oxtail Poppy, aka 1/4 of the Ground Floor Podcast. You know the vibes, man.
Your boy Darren, D-Rock, Fly God Prince. We back again for another episode.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Kev, a.k.a. DJ Sweat the Gent, or just Sweat for short. Was good.
Gang.
Yeah.
Already know, man. So I had to apologize to my guy, just let them know, like, while I was late, went to the barber, had to get a shape up.
My son,
You look fresh.
I appreciate it, King.
Sharp.
I appreciate it, King. Tony, you need to zoom in. Shout out to Billy the barber.
Shout out to
Billy
Billy
the
the
barber.
barber.
Billy the Barber.
So I you don't know, but we've been going to the same barbers for years. I would not mention
That's
that
facts.
man's name
man.
on the podcast. But we've been going to the same barber, and I just felt like I was in an abusive relationship with him. Like,
Who abused you?
Who hurt you, bro?
man, big man. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say big man.
Nah, you can say that.
That's valid.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
Nah, that's valid.
I'm gonna say
enough.
big man.
That's valid.
It's been years of abuse, like, and what took what broke the straw on the camel's back for me. So one time I had because I like to text him ahead of time,
Right.
Because he's still running the business,
Of course.
and I'm big on customer service. Like,
Same.
I'm big on customer service and making sure that, like, you respect my time, I respect your time, because I'm paying you.
Exactly.
I'm paying you.
Facts, big
So so I text him Tuesday, right? I was like, yo, Thursday I'm pulling up. I'm just coming 6 o'clock. He said, yeah, 6 o'clock is good, right? I text him Wednesday. All right. I said, don't forget, I'm coming tomorrow, King. He said, and you know him, he like thumbs up or he put a check, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Come Thursday, I was like, yo, don't forget, I'm coming today at 6 o'clock.
So that's 3 days in a row.
3 days in a row.
And you sent the text every single day.
Every single day.
Gotcha.
All confirmations, right? So I get to the shop in Brooklyn, and I'm coming from Brooklyn now. I mean, I'm coming from Queens. So I get to the shop, and I was like, yo, what's good? I'm here. He had somebody in the chair, and he was like, he said, my fault. He said, I have 7 people ahead of you.
What?
7
At 6 p.m.?
At 6 o'clock.
At
7
6,
people ahead of me, bro. 7 people ahead of me. So I looked at him. I was like, yo, bro, but you confirmed 6 o'clock 3 days in a row.
Yo, nah.
So that really took it from me. So from then I was like, nah, I'm gonna go find another barber and call it a day.
That's facts. He treated you kind of nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
And I always pay this man. Always pay this man. That's the
You
thing.
tip him?
I always pay this man. I
That's a
always
yes.
pay this man.
That's a yes.
Sometimes, that's a no. Sometimes
I knew that was a no. I was gonna let it rock though. I'm not going.
sometimes I'll be in the shop for 3 hours, like trying to get a haircut, or I'll pick him up from his house,
Oh, nah.
like type stuff, And they know.
That's a fact.
I know.
They know.
I be doing the same thing. So I had the same barber. My story is a little. I don't know. Mine might be a little worse than yours, cause
Nah, you was about to press him.
yo, I just don't have patience. I'm a
You was
preference. I'm a
about to
preference
press.
this story with that, right? I just don't have patience. So I don't remember really what happened, but all I know is I pulled up on him. Maybe say it was a Wednesday, right? I pulled
Yeah.
up on him on a Wednesday, but it was like 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock ish or whatever. And he was like, "Yo, you showed up mad late. Like I'm about to leave." Mind you, this is a barber who I've known for years to stay in the shop till 1 o'clock.
Facts.
To cut hair, right? So when I show up at 8 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I'm good. Mind you, I never told him ahead of time, so I'm gonna give him that. But that's what I always do. I always pull up, and I'm like, all right, if it's too much people to wait, then I'm out. You know what I mean? So when I pulled up, he was like, yo, I can't cut you tonight. So I was like, all right, what about tomorrow? He was like, you gonna pull up early? I was like, yeah, just give me a time.
Yeah.
So he's like, what time? So I'm like, no, you tell me a time. That way I can be on your timing. That way I'm not inconveniencing you, right?
Gosh, bro.
He's like, all right. I asked him again, all right, so what time you want me to pull up? He's like, oh, I don't know, because, you know, I have people in the morning who said they coming, but I don't know if they're coming. So I'm like, so what time? Again, he still didn't tell me a time. I said, you know what, though? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay you ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to pay you for my haircut ahead of time. That way, when I come, it's no, yo, you got people in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Because you got my bread.
Facts.
And that's facts.
So I pull up now the next day, and I think he had somebody in the chair, something like that. I think he had somebody in the chair. But it was just one person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and there was nobody else in the shop. Nobody pulling up. I don't see nobody calling him or nothing. So I'm like, all right, I'm next. So now I'm in the chair. Somebody's in the chair. I'm sitting on the side. So two dudes walk in, and they're like, yo, we trying to get a cut. So I'm looking at him like, all right. Because I know I'm next.
Respect my time,
You
nigga.
feel me? I know I'm
Right.
next.
Facts. Listen.
So-
nah.
Yo,
It's quiet for all that.
Yo, it's quiet for that.
quiet
Two
for
heads, two people. So they come in and they have the same beef with him. Because when they come in and they're like, yo, like, you got us. He's like,
Everybody got that beef with him, though.
everybody has that beef with him.
That's bad business though. That's terrible fucking business.
Nah, it is.
So to
like-
make a long story short,
All
man,
right.
he goes, yo, let me cut those two before I cut you. Those two.
Nah.
Mind you, you already have my money, right?
Oh, that's disrespect.
Already have.
Yeah,
I've
that's-
already paid you for
That's
this.
disrespect.
You feel me? And I already told you. You tell me a time so that
You ain't telling me a time.
you ain't tell me.
Do you
a
still
time.
go to him?
Hell no! Shout out to Billy the barber. That's my new barber.
Shout out to Billy, man.
That's a cap.
I'm not going to hold you. That's still my barber, though.
That's still his barber. Man. That's his man.
That's definitely my barber, man. I don't got no problem with him. Yo, shout out to my barber, man.
Well,
I'm
shit,
good
you know,
all the time.
shout out to my barber. My barber name is his name is Red. Dominican cat up in Harlem and shit like that.
Okay.
My man take care of me anytime I come up in there.
That's love.
I ain't gonna hold you though. Red got like 4 words.
That's cool though.
That's all he say.
Yeah.
You sit down, you like, yo, what's up? Alright. Okay. Yeah. That's all he says. That's
all
the
he
only
need to
fucking
say.
words he say. You
Yeah.
can sit there tell him a whole story.
Cut me
He's
and
gonna
pay me.
respond with one of them joints.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Alright. Okay.
He not here to talk. He here to
Yeah,
work.
I'm here to
I
get
feel,
this money.
but yo, it was one time though, yo, son, I'm sitting in a chair, right? He lining me up, and you know he's cool. Like, he's real chill kind of dude or whatever, real chill Dominican dude, right? Out of nowhere, he just start spazzing. Money gone by the motherfucker. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Did I do something? My bad, bro. Did I do something? He was like, no, not you. And he just started going, yo, he was going on a whole tangent for like 20 minutes, all in Spanish though. I have no idea what this man is saying, and I feel like my life is in jeopardy because I'm
Because he
like,
cutting you.
right,
Yeah.
you got these
Get
fucking, you got
zeeked.
the razor next to me,
Yeah,
you got the,
word.
yo, bro, I was
$150
scared for my
quick.
life. Now, granted, I could take him, like I could violate him, but he still got clippers to my fucking
Yeah.
like,
That's
my
right. That's
head
like
and shit. You know what I'm saying?
$150,
Like
bro.
this nigga might cut my eyeball out or some shit. Like
word.
might fuck around, walk out of there with one eyebrow or some shit.
Y'all ever seen the Atlanta episode about the barber?
Nah, still.
Oh man,
Still ain't watched season 2 of that yet, bro.
oh, that's like the best depiction. Like, it's a satire, of course, so it's a little exaggerated, but that's like the best depiction of like having troubles with your barber, man. Like, he literally took him around Atlanta for the day before he cut his hair and kept giving him excuses like, yo, yeah, nah, I'm about to cut it right now. Like, I'm about to just pull up with me over here, blah, blah, blah. I got you. I just feel like that's,
out of spaz, bro. Out of whole spaz.
you gotta watch it though. But yeah.
But barber stories. But first of all, shout out to y'all though. Shout out to y'all,
we do?
man.
What we
Oxtail Poppy, Fly Guy Prince,
Okay. I appreciate it, but for what?
the IG page,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Word.
Shout
Good
out
shit
to
on that.
y'all,
Good
It's up
shit
and
on
running.
that.
It's up and running.
IG page is currently up and running right now.
Everybody
Go follow. Go
that.
follow.
Word.
Proud of y'all.
YouTube page is up as
So-
well. I'm proud of you.
so- you know, I've
Word,
been-
word.
you
YouTube
feel
page
me?
is up.
Nah,
Come on now.
get your flowers here.
You know, let me hit the horn for myself.
Subscribe.
We wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for you.
That's
Big homie.
true. That's true. So I've been thinking, because you know I like to think.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, here we go.
I have 3 of some of the best people right here on this podcast, right?
Without a doubt.
Word.
The IG page just began. I ain't gonna put no pressure on y'all yet, but this is what I'm expecting. You're a whole Kappa, right?
Okay. Shout out to the Newts.
Shout out to the Noops. I'm expecting 400 followers because you're a Kappa.
Just from the Kappas or just in general?
Just from general, because you're a Noop, right?
All right, y'all heard.
You're a DJ.
That don't mean everybody respect my
No,
shit.
you're a DJ.
Nah, I'll fuck with you.
All right, you be
No, you're
around.
right, no, you're
So
right.
I'm expecting between 400, 410 from you.
410. Okay.
All right, Fly
Might
Guy
as well-
the
you should've
Prince.
just said 420 because
Fly Guy Prince.
What's up?
You're you.
You are you.
I am me.
So I'm
You are
expecting
you.
at least 800.
Yeah, nah, I need 1,000.
I need at least
I need
800 to
1,000.
1,000 from you,
Bet.
King.
Hey,
That's light work, right?
Light
Let's,
work.
let's run these numbers up.
I got y'all.
And as for me, I'm gonna just do Snapchat. y'all can,
no.
y'all can follow me on
wait, talking about, does
Snapchat.
anybody really even be on Snapchat like that?
Listen.
This guy over here.
That's
I was the first
No.
person on Snap. Yo, talk to them.
Yo, I gotta
Talk-
give my son his flowers.
Talk to them.
Man.
Talk to them.
He was.
He was really the first time I ever heard of Snapchat was from this man right here, and the concept sounded so dumb to me. He was like, "Nah, but you could send a message though, and like it disappears." And I was like, "So what's the point?"
Because y'all
of
already know
sending a
where my
message?
mind was at that time.
It was toxic.
I was
right?
young.
It was
My guy. Thank
Got you. You heard
I'm
me?
glad you said it.
Feel me?
I was younger at that time. So where
Snapchat
my mind
ain't that
was
old.
is like, that's where I was getting all the,
Snapchat ain't that old.
I was
Snapchat ain't that old.
I was getting all the girls, and I was like, yo,
talk to
like, yo, just send me a picture. And they were like, nah. What if it stays? I said, but it's not.
Gonna disappear.
I said, it's not. It's gonna
facts.
disappear.
Unless you screen record.
you know,
And
unless
you
you
don't know.
and you'll know. Facts.
If you screen record,
Somebody screen record your shit, you'll know.
They'll
It'll
know.
tell you.
word.
Yeah, it shows like a
1000%.
green arrow.
Snapchat been the
I guess I got
Yeah,
caught.
man. So
Snapchat is on it
you
though.
can follow me on Snapchat as well to the world, and shout out to everyone that's been like, throwing feedback to us. One of my homegirls,
Word.
she created a note page and it was just like
critiques.
Yeah, pros.
Yo, we
and
welcome
cons.
all
Big
critiques.
facts.
And that's
For real,
facts.
for real. This is new for us. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
And our egos are not that
yeah.
fragile.
It's
Yeah,
not that
word.
bad,
So
at
send
all.
everything. I was just loving what everybody was saying about the first episode. Go out and check the first episode if you haven't. The second episode if you haven't seen it. That's on the Ground Floor YouTube page. Not the Ground Floor, but Ground Floor. We like to keep it clean. So thank you for everyone that's been supporting and keep pouring this in. And also, you guys spoke about the toxic. I've been getting that I'm toxic, bro.
Bro, we've been
We
trying
trying
to
to
tell
tell
you,
you.
bro.
This is what I've been getting. Like they've been saying, like, nah, like Rashida, you toxic.
You're the toxic one.
And that's whole lies.
So okay, so you're eliminated now. So then that leaves only
Word.
us
The
three.
people have
Is
spoken.
left in the run-ins for the reasonable one.
People
now.
have spoken.
The people
bro.
have
You are
spoken
toxic.
already.
Well, not because you guys need to start getting comments underneath the IG post,
That's fine.
and then find out who toxic.
That's fine. That's fine.
Find out who toxic.
That's cool.
So
That's
until then, I guess right now I'm in the running for most toxic, but
No, you're in the lead.
You're in the lead.
You're well ahead.
You are in the lead.
You probably got a couple laps on us. But
That's big facts, though. I ain't
the
gonna
one who be inside the house be the most toxic. Like I've been hearing.
because
it.
you don't know the fucking world around you.
Exactly.
You rely on CNN
and Snapchat.
Yeah,
and Snapchat. Like exactly.
that's
the
true.
two most toxic places on earth right now.
Facts.
That's true. So I got my COVID vaccine yesterday.
Facts?
Yeah.
Wait,
The third one.
your first one.
So I try to
I
tell you,
got my,
I'm not getting
I
this
got my
shit.
COVID vaccine yesterday. So
I hope it's not Johnson.
How you
nah,
feel?
never that. My arm is sore. I got the Pfizer. I got the Pfizer. My arm is
Yeah, I was following them on
my
the
shoulder.
stock.
shoulder is sore. It was quick, and it is what it is. Let's see. I got to go back for the next one. In about like 3 weeks. They saying that's the one that really like
that gives you the symptoms and stuff.
Yeah. So encouraging my guys to go get it.
I've seen that you might. My fault, bro. Not to cut you off. I've seen that they you might have to get a third one.
Yep.
Oh, you was serious about the third one?
Yeah, I was dead serious when I said it.
So it's like it's gonna be like the flu shot, where every year you get the flu shot. Like that's why I don't even want to start it.
Yeah. But it only makes sense because
it mutates.
Nah, it only makes sense with the vaccine because even with the mask, like you talking about, this is like a deadly disease, right? Deadly disease, and you're telling me just a regular mask could just cover your face and nose?
I mean, it's not gonna it's like wearing a condom, right? Like, protected, but only up to a certain percentage.
But what I'm trying to say is that if we're painting, if it's something like with mold, you gotta wear like really protective stuff, right? But this is like the deadliest disease that we've seen, and it's only like the little flimsicle mask.
It's not the deadliest disease.
Nah, it's not, man.
That's how they paint it out to be.
Of course they will.
Of course.
They have so much access to internet and social media and shit like that, bro. This shit is the same shit as the flu. It's the same shit as yellow fever. It's the same shit as the bird flu. Like, it's the same shit over and over again. It just got a new name to it.
It has a little higher spread rate than the rest of them. But other than that, like, all right, so let's see.
Sidebar, too. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. The Pfizer stock has definitely been going up.
It has to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to.
Shout out to Pfizer, man.
But yeah, ain't got no choice.
I'm encouraging my guys to go get it. And guys, let's go.
We'll see.
Let's go listen to
I don't know.
The two guys down here is like, hell nah, son.
I already told you how I felt about this shit.
Man.
I feel you. I'm not knocking it, man.
So what's good, fellas, man? What's on the agenda today?
I'm good, man. What's up with y'all?
Chilling. Y'all saw that Marcus Aldridge retired, man.
Yeah. Man. That's crazy.
So shout out to LaMarcus Aldridge, man. Wishing him like a healthy, life with the irregular heartbeat.
Yeah.
That really scared him into retiring. Hopefully the Brooklyn Nets win a chip this year so they can. Oh, they getting that chip, bro.
You thought they getting the chip, bro.
They getting that chip, bro.
I think it's gonna come down to the wire, but I can't call it like they're gonna fully take it right now. I can't call it.
They should on paper.
They should.
They better win.
No, they should.
But
that would be amazing for New York because New York
needs it.
New York needs it.
New York needs
you feel
it.
me? Like,
Sure.
but no,
New York needs
them taking it right. I don't
the Nets
know.
though.
Like,
I'm a diehard Knicks fan.
Listen,
so
I'm telling you, when I heard that fucking Harden was here, Durant, like, bro, I was happy as fuck. I'm a LeBron fan, like to the core.
Same.
But when I heard
We know.
when I heard the fucking dream team that was coming to New York, I was like, yo, listen, I'll take it. I will happily take it.
Because it's in New York, though.
Right, exactly. However, I'm still a LeBron fan. That nigga's still out for blood right now.
Yes, he is.
That nigga is still a shark in the water, sniffing out for that blood.
Yo, what's your beef,
going on?
man? What's the problem, man?
What's the toxic? What's going on?
What happened?
I don't mind LeBron off court. I think he's a phenomenal businessman. From what we see in the media, he looks like a great husband. I just hate the fact how he jumps from team to team and try to recruit everybody in the world. Like he was just trying to recruit Steph Curry when Steph Curry runs the Golden State Warriors. Why are we gonna do that?
You mad at a man that want to put a team together to win chips?
Yeah, why can't you just play? Because it's competition.
They're never mad at anybody else. I don't hear this conversation about Kawhi or Paul George or Kevin Durant, who is the ultimate, who's taken that whole concept and ran with it.
But
I never hear this about Kevin Durant. What has Kevin Durant done on his own? When he was in OKC,
well, he went to the semi-conference finals.
He went to the finals too.
Harden
and lost.
Harden as well.
And lost.
But you don't hear Kevin Durant you don't hear the media saying that Kevin Durant is recruiting people.
What? Yes.
No, they definitely do.
They
though.
definitely do.
Harden
Yes.
too.
They do.
Yes.
I don't hear that.
This whole thing with him, Harden, and
Everybody do
Kyrie
that,
was
though.
in the works before it happened.
Yeah, but we know
they
Kyrie.
planned this.
Well, the Brooklyn Nets wasn't gonna sign Kyrie without KD.
Without the guarantee that KD was going to
Yeah.
come. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This was already orchestrated.
Yeah, but we didn't know that they were gonna. So you thought that he was recruiting Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge?
I mean that's
a
easy
choice.
to recruit after you've built a super team. Now, of course, the ring chasers are gonna come in droves. Like
I didn't hear that, so I don't put that blame on.
LeBron is one of the only players in the NBA that like has put foot to ass every fucking season.
every season, that man goes to every season that he's been healthy. He's gone to the finals. Every single season, bro.
Begging people to come join
You
his
gotta
team.
give him that.
Bro, it doesn't
Begging
matter.
There's no
people
I
to
in
come
team,
join
bro.
his
So,
team.
God rest his
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you went
Say
there. 'Cause I was
something.
going there
Say
too, bro. I was
something.
going there too.
Because he's a Kobe fan, and you know LeBron fans always got to take it there. So Kobe wasn't trying to recruit the entire world back in the day to play for the Lakers.
Word.
Nah, only
Dwight Howard,
only
Chris Paul, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was the top center in the league at the time when he went
And
to the
then
Lakers.
when he got there, he was trash.
When he got there, though, we're not talking about them getting there.
Well, he was trying to recruit
recruited
him
him.
after he beat him in the finals. After that, it's all good.
But you just said the key word. He tried to
recruited
recruit
him.
him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then-
the
and then
same
center. One center.
But the same.
he recruited him
Doesn't-
after
it
he
doesn't
beat him,
matter.
right?
So LeBron went to Miami.
After he lost.
LeBron went to Miami.
After he lost.
LeBron went to Miami and got
he
Chris
lost.
Bosh from the Toronto Raptors, who had his own team.
Okay.
Do you know that story, though?
I don't need to know the story.
I mean,
I don't
the thing
need
was,
to know the
D-Wade
story.
wasn't going to re-sign with them unless they went to get Chris Bosh. You feel me? D-Wade wasn't going to re-sign with the Heat unless he told them, unless y'all go out and sign Chris Bosh, because this team is trash.
Listen, man. LeBron is a chess player.
And LeBron said, word?
see?
D-Wade and Chris Bosh in the East that's already loaded with,
Look at this.
with the Celtics big three.
So why not? Why not try to recruit? He ran this Cavaliers.
Who should he have-
Who did he have on the
Who should he have
Cavaliers?
recruited
though?
then? That would have been
He
okay
ran
for
the
you.
Cavaliers.
Who did he have on the
If
Cavaliers?
LeBron went to the front office, was like, "Yo, I'm gonna leave
Bro.
if y'all don't bring somebody here," they would have listened to
didn't
him.
tell him
That's
that.
facts.
You don't think he said that?
Nah,
That's
he,
why he
he
left.
Yo, my
didn't-
resident
he didn't
sports
push
guy
it.
over here, please chime in, bro. Don't let these guys talk
Come on,
about
talk.
basketball, bro.
That's the reason LeBron left. Talk to the organization. You feel me? They didn't bring any superstars in for years.
For years.
Always losing to the Celtics. Always losing. Who they lost to?
The
Orlando. The
Yeah,
Magics.
the Magic.
And then came to the Heats, man.
Yeah.
So he came.
my son is
so
a Heat fan too.
So he came to the
Oh,
Heatles
definitely.
instead of going to someplace else to try
Where?
to compete.
Where else should he
I
have
don't know. I
gone?
didn't care about LeBron back then.
No, you just said it though.
I don't know. And then now he goes to Kobe's team. Like, for what, bro? Like, what are you trying to cement?
He went to his best friend though.
He could go to any team he wants to. He's LeBron James.
But you know what I do say though,
I don't
is
like that.
and I had this discussion with somebody not too long ago. I told them that I feel like he went to LA not for the Lakers but for business.
That's a business.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You feel me? So it's like
He
it
has-
just made sense.
There's his film company out
yeah.
there.
He wanted his son to play out.
Yeah, it makes
it's a
sense.
lot of
I
stuff.
don't mind that. I just see when I see Lakers, I see Kobe.
Okay.
Of course,
That's
as,
fine.
so does LeBron.
Yeah.
There's never been a time where like LeBron was like, "This is my team."
Yo,
Like,
I'm
he
the best
always,
Laker
he's
ever.
always,
He better
moved-
check himself and never say that. That's
Bro,
facts.
he's
Why you so
he's
mad, bro?
Press LeBron.
What's the
That's-
hot?
He only been there for like 3 years.
I'll
yeah,
press LeBron.
like,
And he won y'all a chip.
facts.
Yeah, because
When's the last time the Lakers won a championship?
Talk it.
Kobe Bryant.
And how many?
Kobe Bryant.
And how many years
Kobe
was that before
Bryant.
Kobe
whose
retired?
fault? Whose fault was that? Blame Jeannie Butts.
Nah, that's Kobe, right? It's Kobe's team, right? It's the Lakers.
Yeah, and he tore his Achilles. He was aging down.
Okay.
He's aging down.
LeBron
bro.
is aging down too.
Yeah, he's gonna be out of here next year.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And that's facts.
So
No,
but yeah, so
I don't know how to respond. To
I don't
that
know.
one.
So after he beat I mean, he could go. After he beat the Nets this year, he could go.
LeBron will beat
Right
him
off
for
into the
a few
sunset.
years. He's not beating the Nets.
I don't know.
You heard it here first, man. I'm picking the Lakers to win.
Nah. So, funny thing. When y'all hear KD, who y'all think of?
What you mean?
Like, if you hear the initials KD, who you think of?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen Cash Doll too?
Oh God. Yeah, I knew. I knew.
Bro, that was hilarious.
That shit was funny though. I can't.
Y'all seen that?
Yeah.
I did see that.
I did.
Bro, it
I
was
just
hilarious.
I didn't think of Cash.
I think it's all fun and games.
For the listeners, so Cash Doll had tweeted, she was like, "Yo, all these niggas want to fuck KD," right? So Kevin Durant retweeted her and was like, "Yo, you could have got that tweet off without using those initials."
Facts.
You know.
And that's facts.
So, and she was like, she started getting spicy, like, "Yo, I'm the only KD like before you," and I was like, "No, not really. Like,
Not at all.
it's always been Kevin Durant."
I should know
Yeah, her
this,
buzz is
but
not that high.
It's
about to say,
How long
yo,
has Cash Doll been around?
bro, I don't even know.
no more than 4 years.
I don't even know. The only song I know about Cash Doll is with Big Sean. That's the only song
I
that
can't
I
even
know.
tell you a Cash Doll song.
I'm a DJ and I can't tell you one.
Jesus. She look good though.
Oh, Cash Doll
She
is
do.
She do.
is gorgeous.
She look
She
good
do.
though.
Shout out to all the black women, man. We have
Beautiful black woman.
beautiful black
Love a
women.
black
We
woman.
must protect our black women as well. That's
Big
a,
facts.
there's gonna be another topic that we're gonna have on the podcast once we have guests coming. Protecting our black women in this community. A lot of domestic violence as well. So definitely look out for that episode, man.
Definitely.
What else
Can I
is
be
going on?
toxic for a second?
Please do.
Real
Please
quick.
do.
And no, I know what. Actually, I don't mean to be toxic.
No, you already said it.
already
You already
stepped
said
into
it.
I said it,
You already
but
said it.
And then there were two.
No. I'm gonna reverse my toxic. I'm gonna throw the reverse card out. I actually have a question.
Okay.
For the table. Have you ever invested your time and energy and love into a woman, and she hits you with the, "I just need space. I need time. I got to figure out myself. I got to center myself, and yeah, so I don't really want to be tied down to nothing right now." But you invested. You know what I'm saying? Like taking her out to eat. You spent time with her. You took care of her when she was sick. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like the whole 9 yards. Y'all was in a whole relationship.
Basically,
right?
yeah.
You know, and like, but you wasn't getting like the same. It wasn't being reciprocated a certain way.
Right.
And then you take your time and you do your healing and shit like that. And you're like, all right, well, babe, let's figure this out. And she's like, nah, I think I need to be. That ever happen to y'all? I feel like that don't happen to you.
I
Not
wanna
really.
say
Let's say
yes. But I feel like that was a minute ago though. Probably when I was younger.
Was she giving out the same energy that you were giving out, and then when you try to take it seriously, she was like, "Yeah, I need time"? Was she, or did she tell you like early enough?
Or did y'all communicate this at all?
That part.
Okay, because that's very important too.
Well, so all right, so I break it down to you, right?
Okay.
So we met, vibe, kicked it, everything was cool, solid. An issue came up or whatever, and I didn't like it. It was like a health issue kind of thing or whatever, or something that could lead to a health issue.
Right.
And I ain't liking it. I was like, I'm not really for this. And I guess that offset her.
Okay.
So we stopped talking for a couple of months, came back, and we was rocking with each other, ended up in a relationship. Shit's
This is
going.
after the fact.
This is after
6 months. Or whatever, a couple months.
after a couple months. It was like 2-3 months or whatever.
Okay.
Got back or whatever, started dating again, ended up in a relationship. Shit going smooth, shit going sweet. Life kind of happened. Like she had to like make certain moves. I'm like, yo, just come rock with me. I got you. Da da da. During the course of this relationship though, affection wasn't taking place and whatever, right?
Got you.
And I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, I so I don't know if y'all know about love languages and shit like that, but like my love language is words of affirmation, quality time. That's what I'm about. I like that shit.
Gotcha.
And I've explained this time and time again, several times over in different languages, like whatever. Like I've explained this.
Right.
And her reasoning was, I don't have it in me right now. Like I can't. Like just give me time. Cool, no doubt. Be a man. Take your time. Is 2.5 years too long of a time?
That's a long time to me. 2.5 years.
2 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
You feel me?
Can't lie.
And I like, and so what ended up happening is it offsets my emotions and shit like that. My shit kind of get taken a little sideways.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I was like, yo, you know what? I got to dip because now like
Now you fucking with my
I'm fucked up. You feel me? And like this ain't gonna go good for the both of us if I'm fucked up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Especially if I've been carrying the weight. So like now, bring this to present day, we back into like a communicational swing. And I'm like, and she's like, well, you know, this is how I gotta move for my healing process, da da da. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool, but I ain't an option no more. You feel me? Like if you want me, then we have to start building a certain line of communication, a certain line of just building back to getting back to us. And she's like, oh, well, right now, like I'm trying to get into my own zone. I'm trying to get myself together and I still want options.
Right.
Cool. I remove myself. Is that toxic? Am I toxic for that?
You're
Not
right.
at all. That sounds pretty logical.
All right,
Because
cool.
I
Just
feel
wanted to
like
make sure.
nah, not at all. I feel like you'll be wasting your time hoping that she comes around
Copy.
while she's still looking for options.
Copy. All right, so I unfollowed her, right?
Right.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
For your own personal
For my own personal thing, right? And I had a conversation with why you
Why is
laughing?
it so funny? I gotta.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
You have to do that for your own sanity sometimes.
I did it for me.
I'm a Cancer, so I feel like that's something that I would do.
Oh, he's a
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I'll do that too.
That's a
Big facts.
Cancer
I
type
think
shit.
that's just a real
All right, so
nigga
I had a
shit.
conversation with a friend of mine, a woman, black woman. Shout out to my black woman again.
And that's facts.
And she was like, "Yo, like you can't be mad because she made a decision that was best for her, and like you left because you had to leave." Da da da. And she said a lot, whatever. It made me think, like, you know what? Maybe I moved too harshly. So I opened up the lines of communications again. And I was like, "Yo, you know what? Maybe I was a little harsh and shit like that." At the end of the day, if I'm trying to be the man I want to be,
Right.
I got to keep this line of communication open. So if you need me, holla at me. If I'm available, I got you. If I'm not, I'm not.
Right.
But I'm also not gonna be blowing smoke up your ass, nothing like
just
that.
waiting in the wing, hoping that when you come around that I'm gonna be available, because that's not how it should be.
Facts.
You be wasting your time.
But I want to be petty.
I feel you, man, because I'm a very petty guy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, only in certain ways though. Like, I'm not like crazy petty, but like I'm very much like I want you to understand where I'm coming from, just so you can see that I'm not just wilding to wild out. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like if you get a taste of your own medicine, then you'll be like, all right, cool. Like, next time I know. Now I know how that makes somebody else feel.
Facts.
Because that's how I learn. Like, you feel me? Especially with like relationships. Like, unless like you can explain it to me sometimes how you feel, but like sometimes unless I actually experience it, I won't actually understand how it can make someone feel in that situation. Because just going off my logic, I'm like, yo, you're really tripping off of that? Like, that's not something that I would trip off. But
Until it happened to you personally.
until it happens to me, and then I'm like, oh, damn.
That's how you
cool.
feel.
I get it. Yeah.
Do y'all think that it's necessary, like, to be petty?
That's crazy. That was actually gonna be my next question.
Is it necessary to be petty?
Yeah, to be petty.
You petty?
Like, because are we
Slightly,
being mature when we being petty?
Or immature?
I'm petty
immature?
wop. I'm petty wop. I ain't gonna hold you.
Petty
Petty
wow.
wop, yeah.
Well, here's what I'll say. I'm only petty. I use my petty when I really need to. Like, if you not understanding what the fuck I'm saying, all right, then I gotta show you.
Yeah.
Like, clearly me talking it to you, it's not registering.
And I feel like I use my words well, so.
Exactly. I do a good job at fucking communicating.
For
you
real.
feel me? Like, I ain't got no issues. Like, I'm a Pisces, so I am sensitive. But at the same time, I know how to fucking communicate. If something ain't feeling right, something not going right, I'm gonna say something.
Right.
So like, and if you still can't get it, okay, bet. Let me show you.
It sounds about right though. Is it right? I don't know.
What is right?
But
So to play devil's advocate, y'all be petty, right? How would you feel if she was being petty towards y'all too?
That's very regular. I feel.
I'm coming back for round 2.
Oh, so you'll keep it going.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
purpose.
cycle.
Yes,
It's
that's
a,
petty.
It's a circle.
So why not just give up on it?
Why not just cut
I
it
can't
off?
do that.
Yeah, why put that energy into constantly, oh, you being petty, oh no, I'm gonna be petty, and you being petty, I'm gonna be petty.
Because somebody
Like,
gotta get it at a point.
Yes.
It's either I gotta get it or you gotta get it.
Yes,
And if I got the energy to give it, I'm giving it.
I'm giving it.
I'm sorry.
And sometimes, you know what I mean? It depends on how emotionally invested you are. Especially as men, I feel like. Because I feel like we are very good at touch and go. Like,
Message.
you feel me? We're very, very good at touch and go as men. In general, because I know some women that's savages. Like,
yeah,
but
Big facts.
for the most part, men are really good at touch and go. So, like, I feel like when we actually like a woman, like, and I'm not talking about in terms of like, yeah, she's cool. You feel me? Like, I'm talking about like her, like, yo, I want to see her today. I want to talk to her today,
Fully
tomorrow,
Invested,
this week. You know what I mean? Like, that's when our brain starts to work in a different way because we expect them to get what we get, but we have to remember most times that women don't think how we think. You feel me? And it's not a dig to them.
talk to them.
They're just wired differently, which is fine, which is perfect, which is why we
about to
love
say.
them. You feel me? Because if they weren't, then we would have had need for women, right? Which is crazy.
Facts. Like in this book I was reading, The Ways of the Superior Man, it talks about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy.
that's a fucking
Dope
fire
book.
ass book.
Dope book.
But it talks about masculine essence and feminine essence. Masculine essence, well, a male that is in full masculine essence, we have targets. We're more concentrated on having a goal, reaching that goal.
Yeah.
Like very, very 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The feminine essence is the emotional side.
Yep.
So they're more of a flow kind of vibe, which even like in today's society where we have like a lot of more independent women and stuff like that, like those are women that are living in their masculine essence because either by choice or by habit or whatever, society or whatever influence. So when a man is able to live fully in his feminine essence, that's untapped territory for a man.
I agree.
So it's just like the same effect happens like when a woman gets done wrong by a man. It's the same effect. It's just like we get looked at sideways because you're supposed to be man. You're not supposed to be
that's
this.
facts.
It's like I'm still fucking human at the end of the day. Like that's the part that we all tend to fucking forget. We are all human at the end of the goddamn day. We are mixed up. Like it's like a DNA strand. You have your mother's gene, you have your father's genes. They intertwine and make you.
Right.
I got feminine, I got masculine. They intertwine to make me. I'm still fucking human at the end of the day.
Today, boy.
Just saying.
Episode 3.
That boy good.
He potting today. He potting today, boy. Let's go, man. That's what's up, man. So definitely a conversation because I want to hit a women's side.
Facts. I definitely do too.
Because I'm petty to the point that like I'll just leave the read receipts on to let you see that.
I'm not that
Super
petty.
petty, bro.
That is the next level petty.
That
that's
is,
super
though.
petty.
Yeah, that
but
is
you
super
guys
petty.
will keep going back and forth with the pettiness.
Well, I didn't answer that question, so I'm not part of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
but me leaving read receipts on is super petty.
That's super
That is
petty.
petty, bro.
That's super petty.
Wow.
Because if you send a text,
I'm lying. I never did that. I never did that.
Did you just renege?
I'm
just
lying.
renege.
I never did that. So
I feel you though.
You know what's crazy? Like I only have read receipts for like certain people.
Oh, you could do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Put me on.
Yeah, I got you.
Toxic niggas in full effect. I'm telling you.
Why is that though?
Why is that? I feel like for me it became a trust thing in a sense. Like I remember there was this one girl who did it with me, and I was like, yo, I like that. I fucks with that. Like, that lets you know, like, hey, listen, I saw your text. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now you have no excuse to ignore me. But then if you have that, that means that you're completely visible. So it's like, when you read it, you got to respond. And I love fast responses because I respond fast.
Gotcha.
Like, that's just how the fuck I feel. So like when it comes to certain people, like when you reach a certain level of trust with me, it's like, all right, cool. I'll let you know if I saw your message or not. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna respond fast regardless. But I don't know. I feel like it opens up like a little lane of trust with me in this technology society type shit.
I feel my shit's off.
Nah, I keep my who I got.
Definitely off.
Nah, I keep
looking at it
I keep,
2 hours later.
Man.
Damn.
Oh shit. I was supposed to. I have a problem with responding, man, or answering.
Really?
My guy right here would tell you, like he
The
was
worst.
He was. I don't know, man.
Like, how is
it's
that?
Just
Like, I'm about to say, like, why?
not
Like,
to cut you off, King. But you remember when we was playing Xbox?
Yeah.
We was playing Xbox, and I signed in. I'm there texting these niggas like, yo, what time y'all coming?
Yo, that was dumb funny.
and niggas is on Xbox.
Niggas on Xbox not responding. Not responding.
So in my defense, though, when you playing Xbox, you're not really checking your phone, though.
Facts.
That's true, but most guys keep their phone around them, though.
Yeah, I don't keep. Yeah, so that's what I was about to say. Like, I'm the type. Like, my phone is here now.
Yeah.
And I haven't even touched my phone since I've sat down, right? And I got messages, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm just that type of person. I'm like, I was having this conversation the other day. I'm just like, it depends on what kind of message you're sending me, right? So like, if you're sending me a message with like instructions or like sending me something that's just like to inform me of something, right? Then I don't really feel the need to respond, right? Unless it's like something that needs a response, if that makes sense. Let me know if I'm going sideways.
Yeah,
anyway.
bro.
I get it.
Right? So like if you like, yo, Dom, grab me some Coke on the way over here. You feel me? I'm gonna read the message and be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go get the Coke and I'm gonna bring the Coke.
Are you saying I cool in the
some
text?
could say-
No,
Nah,
I'm
he
saying
was
that in
saying
my
in his
head,
head,
like,
yeah.
you sent me the message. When I
get
show
it.
up with
I
the
get
Coke
it.
now,
Yeah.
is the confirmation of me receiving your message.
Yeah, but for me, if I was sending that to you, I'm gonna be like, well, this nigga didn't get my text. Like, so
fact.
I'm a call you now.
All right. I mean, yeah.
Valid.
Makes sense.
It's not. That's
valid both
that's
ways.
Valid. Yeah, I was gonna say both ways seems valid. I think at the core, it's like you just gotta figure out who you talking to
Yeah.
and who you texting at the same time. Like, if I know for a fact, if I don't send him a direct statement or question that deems
Requires an
answer right after, I'm not gonna expect one from him. Like, I got a brother. I send him a message today. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting one till like 2 days later.
That's me.
You see, so it's different on my end because if I send you a text message, I look at it as, or if I receive a text message, you want a response back. So I'm just gonna try to reciprocate the same thing, the same feeling. Like, I'm gonna
feel you.
respond back to you.
Not fair. You.
I'm the same way.
You know, just out of respect.
I'm the same way.
You know,
Well, that goes
This
back
guy.
to that goes back to what I was saying about
The
before
worst.
about my logic when it comes to like sometimes if I don't really feel it, I don't really understand it. You feel me? Because for the longest time I was going through like, but when I text people and they don't respond, like that shit don't mean shit to me. Like, all right, like you just ain't respond. But until like it started happening to me, I was like, all right, nah, maybe I do need to respond
yeah.
to text messages a little bit more. You feel
Same
me?
thing about being
Has
petty.
that ever messed you up with the opposite sex?
All the time. That's like the number one like issue. It's like, yo, you are terrible at text messaging, and I'm like,
Y'all too?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I respond right away.
You respond right away.
I respond right. What I will say though is like I gotta work on having an I guess an interesting conversation. Like I've gotten that I'm a dry texter.
Yeah, me too, man.
So then
If y'all
that's
not
why I
talking
just
about
don't
shit,
respond.
man, I'm not
No,
responding.
no pressure, right?
So like my shit was this though. It was just like
Yo,
my shit was just like it's like yo, what makes a dry conversation?
Exactly. And then
Like if one person is enthusiastic in a text, I'm pretty sure.
if the convo will go right,
So it's like, bitch, you dry too. Like,
and that's my issue
fuck,
a lot
like-
of times also because it's like, all right, but okay. So this is my thing. I get a lot of flack for not hitting people up first, right? But that's just me in general in my life, right? It doesn't matter who it is, opposite sex, whatever. Like, I just have trouble reaching out for whatever reason, right? But most times, if you hit me up, I'm going to respond. Most times. It might not be 2 seconds later, but I'm going to respond. You feel me? Or even if I don't respond the same day, I'm going to hit you back like, yo, shit. Like, I meant to hit you back yesterday, like, but I forgot. Like, you feel me? So it's not necessarily, like, I don't be ignoring messages outright. It just takes me a little while to respond. But I feel like some people just, I know some people that just don't care. Like,
I feel that.
You text me and I'm just not responding. Like,
you know what my biggest pet peeve is when I'm texting somebody? When somebody responds, yeah. That shit sends me up the fucking wall.
It depends on what you
it depends on what you ask.
No. It'll be like, we'll go back and forth. So I'm like, I'll hit you up. Like, yo, like, what you doing today? You'd be like, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to do this. Yo, you want to meet up later? Yeah. All right, that's a cool to answer to, right?
Yeah.
You hit me up. What you doing today? I'm doing this, da da da. What you doing today? Da da da. And you send me what you doing, and you go. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. And you go, yeah. Nigga, what? Like, why did you even write that?
Yeah, that's what's up. Because you want confirmation, right? It goes back to what we just said.
It is. Yeah, it is.
But yo,
I won't even drag it out.
I'm confirming that I'm an ill nigga. Yeah.
That whole shit, shit drives me up the fucking wall. Like 3 or 4 people do that on the regular to me. I'm like,
But
throw your phone away.
That makes a horrible texter though. That makes a horrible texter. Like that one worded response.
Yeah,
is the worst thing. Like,
I can't stand that
and
shit.
you get it from. Well, I've dealt with that. I've dealt with that when you are getting it from when the opposite sex is mad.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Get a text
That's
back.
different.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
it'd be the yup.
I get the red receipts.
Yeah.
Oh, you get the red
That's
receipt?
what I said. Oh, you get a text back.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the yup.
I turn over that.
Or I get the I'm good.
I'm fine.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm like, but you talkative
Not fine.
every other time. Though.
Yeah.
And then that leads to me now being like, all right, what's wrong? And then that opens up another can of worms because like, why does something have to be wrong?
Not necessarily, because that what's wrong could also lead to nothing.
Oh, that's true.
That could also lead to nothing. And then you're like,
true.
but you know something is wrong.
You know something is wrong, and you know I know that
Yeah.
something is wrong. So what's the issue? Like
They want you to.
they want you to figure it out or pull it out of them. They're
I don't
just
got
fine.
time for that. Like I got to the
definitely
point
don't got
right
time
now,
for it.
King. I got like to the point where I'm at right now is that I don't want to argue. Like I'm about to be 32 this year.
I agree.
I
I
feel
agree.
like if you're at that age and you want to act like you're a grown woman, have a conversation.
And that's fine.
And that's facts.
I try to avoid confrontation at all costs.
Me
man.
too. Oh, I'm a Libra, so that's in my nature.
I'm a Cancer, man. I'm sensitive, man. So
Yeah.
if you
My
like
God.
Wow, you had a moment.
sensitive, man.
Yeah. Because with cancers, like we love hard, but we hate hard as well.
Oh, I know.
Like if I love you, like I love you, like I'll be in the trenches with you. But if I hate you, it's like, you know,
I hate you.
yeah, it's hate.
Yeah. I think Libras tend to bring a little bit of balance.
Okay.
All the time. All the fucking time, yeah.
Yeah.
All the goddamn time. I honestly though, I will say I learned a lot of dope perspectives on life from a Libra. I will say that much. A Libra helped change my life.
We're very balanced. Because we're able to see both sides very well. I mean, that's not like bragging. Or
Yeah,
anything,
no,
but like from what I've
hands
learned
down.
in life, we definitely, because we always understand people's perspectives. Like, we're never like, why you feel like that? It's like, nah, I get it though. Which is why we also make great peacekeepers, because you might be at odds with that person, but I understand both of y'all points. But y'all just can't communicate it.
Darren, I don't know about you, but for me, I hold grudges.
I do.
Okay, it's a cancer
I
thing.
do.
It's a cancer
I
thing.
tend not to, but I mean, I
Y'all
try
are
not
petty
to.
as shit.
It's a cancer
Y'all are
thing.
petty as shit.
Because I hold
I
grudges,
know.
How
bro.
much I know.
Definitely are.
I
Fucking
know.
50 is a
Like-
fucking cancer.
Yes.
Y'all are petty as shit, man.
Like I hold grudges. Like it would be like 2 years later, but I still remember what you did on February 27th.
I know what you did last summer. It's crazy.
And on the
know,
clock.
yeah.
I remember all of that.
Yeah, because I'm the
crazy.
type to take screenshots too, just in case you forgot. I'm going back into my email and sending you these screenshots of what happened.
To my
And then you gonna
archive.
email it.
Did I do anything to you? Like, let me know.
Yeah,
now.
bro. Because
Like, please,
clearly you
just
have a
so
track
we can
record.
clear this shit up
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I've only known you for
I'll
for a little bit of time.
I'll let you know.
right,
Let you know.
cool.
I'll check the email. But yeah, like I'm that type. Like, you're gonna know why I haven't spoken to you in 2 years.
Okay.
That's reasonable though.
Nah, yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
that's. Well, I don't know. I can't say that's everybody. I feel like that's most people though.
Yeah, for
Nah?
sure.
Or just people just
I
stop
don't think
talking
so.
to you.
I
just
think
keep it
people
pushing.
start. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like
I feel like me as a Pisces, I get a lot of flack for being a Pisces. Like, I get where it's super sensitive, super emotional.
what's Pisces like? Late February, early March?
Nah, late February to mid March.
Okay, yeah. My dad's a Pisces.
Yeah, we get a lot of flack for being emotional, super sensitive, clingy.
Worse than Cancers?
Worse to Cancers. I've gotten more flack as a Pisces than I've heard about for Cancers. And the shit is, I have a lot of Cancer friends, and I'm like,
Me too.
nigga, you think I'm sensitive?
Yeah.
Have you not met a Cancer?
That's when Cancers be like, "Yo, you emotional." I'd be like, "What? Have you
Bruh.
met? Have you met you yet?"
Like, okay, what I will say though is like, what I
don't
will
care.
say is like, yo, I have met like the bad side of Pisces that I hear about. I have met these Pisces.
But you don't think that's you though.
I don't think that's me. But at the same time, like I also have a lot. I have. Y'all know you get 3 signs and shit, right? When you're born.
I'm not really into zodiacs
Alright, well,
like that, so break it down.
Yeah, I got you real quick. So all based off of like what time you were born, where you were born, when you were born.
Right.
So my moon sign is a Taurus. And then you get a rising sign, which is the sign that people think you are when they first meet you. Mine's is Gemini.
Gotcha.
So I have water, earth, and air. So I'm pretty balanced for the most part.
Makes
and
sense.
then I learned a lot from a Libra. So I'll look at both sides from a distance perspective and be like, all right, I see where I may be wrong, or you see I may be wrong,
right,
and I
right.
could see same thing vice versa for you. So it's like I'll do the back and forth, and I'll stay level headed and grounded for the most part. But I will say there are some Pisces out there that I'm just like, I want to slap fire out of you right now.
Speaking of you being a Kappa,
Oh God.
so you know, I got a story, bro.
Facts?
Yeah, whole facts. So, me and Trey. I don't know why my story is mostly with me and Trey.
Shout out
so
to Trey.
Shout out to Trey, man. So me and Trey, we had went to a barbecue, right? And y'all know I like polo and everything like that. So, like, let me know because you're about this life. So my polo had the 3 on it.
Oh yeah, big Trey, big Trey club.
Okay.
Big Trey club.
So so we was in a circle and everything like that, and that's Trey's world because he was like the New York, fraternity. Like, right. So so we there chilling, and one of the girls in the circle, came up to me and she was like, "Yo, you pledge?" And I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I pledge.
Perping off
And,
top.
Yeah, OD. And she was like, I was like, yo, how you know though? She said,
The 3.
she said the 3 on your back. So what does that mean? Like that you're the 3rd person in line?
Yeah, essentially you would be the 3rd person on your line.
Okay.
Or the tray.
So I was like, oh, so you know. I said, okay. So she was like, so what you pledged? So I was like, Theta Nu Theta. Right?
Yo.
So
Stop the yard.
So Trey was there like trying not to laugh, but then trying not to give it away because I'm selling this.
Yeah, she's buying it.
Yeah, buying it,
She's
bro.
eating it all up.
Eating it. So I'm there like.
And that's facts.
So I'm there like, it's that brotherhood, that bond, that forge, like
really
the-
selling-
Nah, you're selling
sold
me
it,
now.
bro. I sold it.
That's crazy, yeah.
I sold it. So eventually she was like, "Oh, that's hella dope." So I was like, let me go and get something to drink. So I stepped away. So all I heard was from him, "Yo, you lying?" like mad far back. Like, "Oh, yo, you lying?" And I was like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, shout out to the Divine Nine, man. We definitely gonna have some people on here that's a part of that culture. My guy here. Definitely gonna lead that topic because I'm not about that world.
And I want to learn all about it, man.
How y'all feel about it though?
Bro, I love it, man. I always wanted to pledge. That's one regret I do have. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to pledge, and if I was to ever pledge, it was gonna be Omega Psi Phi.
Okay, shout out to the Qs. I fucks with the Qs, man.
Bro, like it's that energy that they carry. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I Kappa's like that smooth shit, bro. Like that shit at another level.
Actually, lady, she knows.
But okay, well, shit.
Ask who?
God damn.
Man, if I had a gun, I'd have shot you one time. Like, wait a minute. Excuse the fuck out of me. I'm about to flip this whole goddamn table over.
Oh man.
But nah, but it was just like the energy that the Qs carry, man. It was just like, yo, that resonates with me a lot.
For you.
Yeah.
My thing about pledging, man, is that there's something for everybody, right? So, and do your research for those who are interested in pledging. Like, don't just do something because it looks cool, or because your friends are doing it, or because the people you go to school with are doing it, or the quote unquote cool people are doing it. Do what, look into these fraternities, because they're not just, what you see on Stomp the Yard. Like, these are real fraternities, sororities. Like, these are real organizations that do real community service, like, and are historically, especially in the Black community, like historically part of us, like Black culture in general. Like, you can't go to any HBCU. Shout out to the HBCUs, by the way, and not see us, right? So my thing is, do your research. For me, I became a Kappa because I fucked with their principles. Like, you know what I mean? Not to say I didn't fuck with anybody else's principles, but like that just, and especially for me, that just made sense as far as what I saw myself as. You feel me? I'll be honest, when I went to school in Texas, shout out Texas College. You feel me? So when I first got to Texas, I knew nothing about Greek life. Like, as you said, my introduction to Greek life was Stomp the Yard. You feel me? So when I get down there and I see people are really into this, like, and I'm looking at them like, yo, that is crazy. Like, what would ever possess me to be that into whatever it is? Like, you get what I'm saying? And then as time went on and I started doing more research and I started seeing people and meeting people from different organizations, I came to make my decision. Of course, it was the best decision in the world, but you just gotta do your own research. Do what you
I agree.
I feel like that's the thing about being Black, though. Mm-hmm. Like, because I feel like I vibe with you on that. Right. Like, I could go, like, if I didn't know anything about Greek life and I just ended up at a Greek party and I see, like, dudes strolling and shit like that, and everybody's like, yo, you gotta get out the way, guy. I'm like, nigga, I'm from New York. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, I'll fuck you up on site. Like, I don't care if it's 80 hours. What's up? I'll go down fighting.
That's how I felt.
But then, like, when you see it happening and you do your research and you understand, like, the foundation of it, it takes a toll on your body a certain way, like spiritually a little bit.
For those who go through the process,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, and that's why I compare it to, like, just in general, just being Black. Like, if you like tag back your roots and where your ancestors come from, like, you develop a whole level line of strength. Like, definitely. Like, I know I've been doing that a lot lately with my own spiritual practice, like tapping into my ancestors. It's like, yo, like, I realized that, like, even just before you good.
What was that? No, hold on. Time out. That's that fake Henny, huh?
Yo, I feel like I had fake Henny the other day, bro.
I told you, bro.
Yo, son, I was at a spot in Long Island.
Disrespect me.
It was. I was at a spot in Long Island, some Italian spot, and I thought it was just a wine spot. And then they were like, no, like we have regular liquor. I was like, oh, word, like what cognac you have? And they said Hennessy. They said some other bullshit. I said, give me Hennessy.
Off top, yeah.
Yo, they brought me that shit, bro. That shit tasted so watered down, and like I was just like, I like spit the shit back in my. I was like, this ain't Hennessy. Like,
So that's why I was asking you the other day, like,
Yeah.
how do you know what Hennessy, like, if they really serving you what you ordered?
nah,
Like, you
bro,
feel
that
me?
shit was so watered down.
You don't. Like, if
was-
you order Patron, what's to stop me from putting the cheap tequila in there and then serving it to you and be like, but it's,
Oh, yeah,
and I'm going
you-
to charge you Patron prices now.
You getting me with tequila? I don't know shit about tequila.
That's what I'm saying.
What about the Erkin jerk?
Oh,
The E&J?
man, yo, you got to tell that story, bro. Please.
Said that.
Oh, by all means, please, yeah.
You got to tell that
I need to know
story.
this.
Damn, son.
Let's hear this.
Yo, there was a night, man. I think we was going to what's that spot in the city called?
SOBs.
SOBs, man. So I think he was at work.
Yeah, I
I
was
was like,
coming
yo,
from
pull up. You feel me? There's a event going on. And I was with one of my mans, Rome. Shout out to Rome.
Shout out to Ron.
Wait, Rome, Bad Boy, and Sam Rome?
Nah.
Oh, my bad.
Jerome.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, man. You ever went to the liquor store and be like, do I really feel like paying for Henny right now?
All the time.
You feel
All
me?
the
Like,
time, bro.
I was like, yo, I'm about to spend like 30 minutes in the spot. I don't plan on being outside for that long. I just want to get a little buzz.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm like, why I ain't have Eric and Jerk? Just like E&J. You feel me? For everybody don't know what it is. I ain't had E&J's in a long time. He was like, yo, bro, it's just like Henny. It tastes the same. And it's just cheaper. It's like $17.
Your man's told you this.
This is his
Yeah,
man
bro.
saying this.
So we bought the E&J's,
The
man.
big bottle, too.
The big
the
bottle.
big shit.
Big bottle E&J's, man. Get to the spot. I'm like, all right. Crack it open. Facing the Henny. I mean, the E&J, man. He pulls up, sees us. He takes a sip or two. I get into the spot, man.
Nah, first thing is, when I get in the car and they like, yo, because they was like, yo, we got liquor. So I'm like, I bet. I'm getting off of work. Like, I need this, you feel me? So when I get in, and you know, niggas passing the bottle around, and nigga passed the bottle back to me. I said, is
I was
this
confused.
E&J?
Yeah.
I said, y'all drink E&J? Niggas was like, yeah. And he ain't know no better.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. So I was like, yo, I don't do E&J, bro. This shit's gonna fuck you up. I took a little sip, maybe 2 little sips, and I was like, yeah, I just buy drinks when I get inside. You feel me?
My
Yo. So he takes a little sip or two. He gives it back to me. I'm like, yo, fuck it. At this point,
I'm lit.
took a big shot, man. Get into the spot. I don't think it wasn't even more than like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. We sitting in the corner. I just feel myself feeling weird. I'm like, nah, it's hot in here or is it just me? Understand? Like, yo, I'm saying, like, yo, bro, could you get me some water?
Yeah.
Facts.
He goes to the bar
Yeah.
to get me some water. When he comes back,
You crouch. He's
I'm
crouched,
crouched over in the club. Like in the club, music is playing. People's dancing around me. I'm looking crazy.
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 shit.
So I'm like, yo, bro, you good? Like, what's going on? Because as long as I've known him, he can drink.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? So I've never had any issues with him, like, facing a bottle and being crazy turned. But I was confused. I was like, yo, you all right?
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, all right. You feel me? I was like, all right, because I don't know what you just said,
Yeah.
but you lit. So I'm like, all right. And I think his man's here went somewhere or whatever. So it was just us. My son proceeds to throw up in the club, bro.
Bro, in the corner, man.
In the corner.
In the corner, trying to hide it too.
Trying to hide it. Because you feel me? It's dark.
Yeah.
Bro, it was coming up, son. I seen like female walking by. So I was like, damn, so I'm about to embarrass myself.
I had to stand in front of my son.
I
to
couldn't
block
hold
it.
it, bro. Threw up on the counter. Try to turn back, act like everything was gooch. You feel me? It just started coming out.
Oh, snap.
And then yeah, bro, that was my night. He took me to the
Man.
car.
I had to get him home.
My night
man.
was over.
Shit was done with.
So Easy Jesus and
Irk jerk, man.
Eric and Jerk.
My night was over. I didn't remember nothing.
Stay away from E&J unless they sponsor us. You feel me?
Facts.
Bruh.
That's harsh.
That's crazy.
I definitely threw up in the club too, though. Definitely did.
not
In
it.
the ashtray.
Oh, this man too. He playing coy.
He ain't want to talk about
I
it.
ain't gonna tell that story. All right. My fault.
This will be another day.
Right.
Another pod. But man, so I know we're very verse guys on the pod, you know. And the crazy thing is, we were just speaking about this on episode 2.
I know
How numb you guys are feeling towards this police brutality that's going on.
and then we get hit with a couple more cases.
More cases.
At least 3.
At least 3.
So what's the young man's name that lost his life?
Dante, right?
Yeah,
Dante? Yeah, Dante Wright. 20 years old.
20 years young, man.
20 years young. Yeah.
Facts.
To more police brutality.
Sad, man.
I wanted to call somebody and find out the procedure
Of
of a cop, because allegedly he had multiple arrest warrants, and they were trying to handcuff him.
right.
Granted, nothing should have warranted to him lose his life,
I agree.
Big facts.
especially if she's saying, "I'm gonna tase you." The taser's yellow because you can see the taser on the other cop's left side, but
I was gonna say that too.
But your gun is black,
And the loaded gun is heavy.
and it's heavy. So I wanted
To shoot somebody, you feel me? You see,
And you have to feel it at least.
yeah.
the weight is different.
A trigger.
But also, aren't they their taser and their gun are on 2
opposite
separate
sides.
sides?
For a
Sides,
reason,
yeah.
Okay.
And that's
wanted to make sure.
that's as a result of a lot of incidences in the past where they've mistaken their gun for their taser. You feel me? And those were the protocols put in place to prevent them having the excuse of, "Oh, I didn't know," or "I couldn't tell." It is.
It's just super fucking tiring.
We'll make it quick, man. Hurry up.
Yo, right now, bro, you're taping on the Ground Floor podcast for all purposes that we're speaking of right now. I'm not gonna mention your name, but what's going on, King?
Ain't nothing much, my brother.
What's going on, guys? Say what up to the homies.
What's good?
So,
What it do?
So, bro, I was just calling to ask, because you actually sent me the video of the young man being killed by the cop, by the white cop lady, that was yelling, "I'm gonna tase you," but she eventually shot him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quick question, bro. In that scenario, what are you trained to do? 2 questions. What are you trained to do if you are apprehending someone and they try to break away and drive off? What are you trained to do? And what is going to your mind? What is going through your mind if you see the suspect going back into the car?
Well, I'm gonna start with the second one first because that's like the biggest one. Adrenaline rushes. Everybody's felt them before, whether you're going on a roller coaster or you're about to get into a new something.
Yeah.
However, when you feel that feeling of adrenaline, sometimes it's what's called tunnel vision. You no longer see what's around you. You get locked into the moment of what's exactly in front of you only. It makes you sometimes make a good decision, and sometimes it makes you make a bad decision. What usually helps with whether it's a right or wrong decision is practice. You practice how you play. And usually with practice comes experience. When you have an experienced person who's been through something, not the first time or the second time, especially if you work in that line of work, at some point it gets to a point where it becomes of habit. to where you say to yourself, this is happening again. I know how to handle this type of situation. Everyone is different. Don't get me wrong. Every situation is different. Every person is different. But somebody be like her who had 26 plus years, I find it hard to make that mistake.
Okay. So what would go through your mind if you are apprehending someone and they break away and go and they rush to their car? Are you thinking they're reaching for something? Are you fearing for your life? Like, what are you thinking?
Right in between that realm, because the car can hold so many things.
True.
It literally can, and the car is very accessible. You have a lot of spots. When somebody runs to the car, you literally have no idea if they're ready to pull out something or they're ready to drive off on you. And if you make the wrong decision, do you go home?
Understand. Another question that I have for you, bro. You carry a taser, correct?
Yes, you do. You're allowed to get one. Yes.
Okay. But you've dealt with a taser before in your current profession.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a different weight class between the taser and your service pistol?
For sure.
Especially if the gun is loaded, as what Dom was saying.
For sure.
So,
and not to mention that the taser is positioned on your non-dominant side. So if you're right-handed, the taser will be positioned on your left hip. If you're left-handed, the taser will be on your right hip. It's to avoid the confusion of pulling out the wrong thing.
okay. Understand, bro. You guys have any questions?
This is great, man. What's up, bro?
What's going on?
My question is more personal than professional, right?
You mean?
How do you feel about the state of America when it comes to policing, right? Because as civilians, we only know what we see, right? But
True.
You have more of an inside knowledge as to, how policies are enforced, how the relationships with one cop to another. Like, for example, with the situation where the soldier got pulled over, right? In the video.
Yeah.
I feel like the second cop clearly knew, or you could see it on his face that he wasn't.
He didn't like what was going on.
Right. He didn't like what was going on. In that situation now, as the cop who feels uncomfortable, how much leverage do you have with your fellow police officers to say, yo, bro, this is wrong. Like, we shouldn't be doing this.
See, a lot of cops are taught when you come in on the service, when you're on the job, that you're supposed to be left and you're supposed to follow the guys who have experience.
Gotcha.
It sometimes turns into you get, I want to say mistreated, but kind of shunned upon when you question a guy who's a seasoned vet.
Gotcha.
You say something to a guy who's been on the job for 20 years, you got maybe 3 years on, you feel like you're really cool and whatever. And the minute you say something to the 20-year guy who's maybe handling the situation a way that you would definitely not.
Right. And that's what any profession is.
It wouldn't take long for that veteran cop to say something to a certain person at the precinct that may have you changed in assignment.
Gotcha.
Maybe not working with him no more, or now standing on a foot post somewhere.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, man.
Well,
No doubt, man.
Thank you.
When it comes to the state of America, it's a rough time. It's like disheartening. and at the same rate, it's frustrating.
I agree.
Like, you'll see people say things like, there are no good cops, or it's impossible to have good cops if they're not speaking up or they're not saying anything. You know, where I work, where I've seen, I have people who get just as mad or furious with what we see on the internet. It's a constant struggle that when you watch it go down, even as whether you're black or not, as long as you have a heart, you say to yourself, like, this ain't right.
Yeah, I agree.
Big facts.
And it gets tough because you say to yourself, I'm gonna get a bad name now when I'm just trying to change. Or I became a cop because of these people.
Right.
That I saw stories about or heard stories about or got harassed by before I became one.
Right. And we also have to
And then
remember
you
that
literally
cops are
have to
human
sit
too.
around and have those same folks, you know, call you names or derogatory statements while remaining professional, knowing you're just as hurt as the person yelling at you.
Wow.
King, I appreciate you for taking the time out and, you know, just sharing some wisdom with us for the ground floor. We definitely got to have you up here, not to speak about that, because your face gonna be on camera, so you're gonna be up here like a regular person. But I appreciate it, bro. Just stay safe out there, man. You do what you got to do to come home, bro. I always told you that. I don't care what it is.
Fucking night, bro.
You do what you got to do to come home. You know, I'm gonna back you 100%. You know, all right. So I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
Thank you, boss. Thank you.
I got you, King.
All right,
Shout out to him. You know. All right, King. Holla.
Later.
That was dope.
Yeah. So that's firsthand for somebody that's in that world.
All right, bye.
Yeah, so there you go. Great
Word.
conversation.
Great conversation.
That's the Ground Floor podcast.
Wells.
That's the Ground Floor.
That's
You're
what we
not
do.
supposed to look at the camera.
No, I'm looking to let the viewership know,
looking
like,
to
this
your-
is
That's that petty shit
this is
right
what
there.
happens.
That is that.
This is what
That's my
happens.
petty side coming out.
You
I'm
feel
sorry.
me?
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That was golden.
I mean, hey, man.
You know, so shout out to the two callers that we contacted.
Yes. Thank
Brought
you,
some
guys.
good insight as to, because it is a dangerous job.
It is.
And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. If somebody was running back to the car, you know, I would be in fear for my life, because you just never know what somebody is pulling out, what
But you
it
don't
is.
have that
But it's
training,
not
though.
shoot first though.
You don't have that
It's
training.
it's not shoot first. You know, it's not shoot first, but
It's very much, you might get shot.
Word. I can only imagine
Yeah.
the level of anxiety
I
that
get it.
happens.
I get it.
in that kind of a
kind of
moment.
fearful. Granted, there was mad cops around. You know, I feel like if it was more of a one-on-one situation, then I would have understood more her pulling out her gun, especially her being a woman, and that's a young man. Understand that, but you know, I feel like cops need to have more training. Like, don't just come out. I should have asked that question too. But don't just come out of the academy and let's just put them on the street. I think there should be training every year.
It sounds good.
You know,
It sounds like it should be placement.
It sounds good.
It sounds like it should be placement.
what you saying, D?
sounds good.
You saying, King?
I don't feel like that will help, because it doesn't help you like in real life in that action, like when it's
It's like what you're taught in
happening,
school versus
What
you
actually
apply.
happens.
when
real
you
life.
actually in the situation.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, damn, like, am I about to lose my life?
fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for that shit at all, bro.
Listen,
Like,
It's
man,
recording? Listen.
yeah.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
hold
No,
on,
go ahead,
King.
go ahead,
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm talking to the camera right now, all right?
You gotta look directly in there.
This first The second episode of the Ground Floor podcast was only an hour and 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
whoever is complaining, talking about it's too long, I don't care.
I don't care.
That's just
I
facts.
don't give a fuck.
care. And this is not a podcast to get you a quick fix. Pause.
Yeah,
You feel me? We getting into some real shit here. So if you don't want to stick around, then fuck it.
yeah.
You don't want to learn, like you don't want to
Yeah,
explore. You
exactly.
don't want to do none of that, bro.
An
Like,
hour and 5 minutes, really? Are you serious?
Niggas will be in a site for an hour, but can't watch your podcast.
All
Word.
night.
You feel me?
But please subscribe.
Yeah. No, I mean,
No, please do.
no, I mean,
Really do.
on the
Really
other
do.
hand, though,
really do.
You can
Please.
still
for
subscribe.
those of us,
Nah,
Please
no
subscribe.
bullshit, no bullshit. It's not like we just sitting here shooting the shit.
Yeah, talking about
Like
nonsense.
we really sitting here really talking about real topics, like
as young black men, let's get into that.
that part, that
feel me?
fucking part, bro.
we trying
like,
to give a
hour
voice.
and 5 minutes.
We're trying to give a voice to a
the
generation
silent voices. Like, come on, like
and to people who don't really have a voice. Because all of these stuff, a lot of my opinions are mine, but they're also opinions of a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I know
Yeah, that don't have this
that
platform
don't have the platform to
come
say.
on here and say something.
So I'm gonna say it for them. And if an hour and 5 minutes is too much, then fuck it.
Deuces.
Thanks for you.
Hour and 5
Deuces.
minutes. You
That's
serious?
how we come in. You heard?
But yeah, thought that was a very good conversation. Y'all got anything else y'all want to chop it up about?
Yeah, I was on my soapbox for a little while, but I'm good now.
Okay,
word.
okay.
Facts. I was too.
DJ Sweat,
I'm
Fly-
good, man.
Fly Guy Prince.
Any topics?
Any topics?
I'm good, man. I feel like we covered a
I
lot.
got one.
Oh,
It's a little random, but it's something I was thinking about this week.
What's up?
And maybe we can dive into this a little bit more when we have female guests, right? But like,
Go.
oh, okay. How y'all feel about best friends of the opposite sex?
can I get another drink? Wait, I just realized something. Shit, wait.
What happened? What happened? I said something wrong? Oh, damn. It's Henny time? Off the question? Yo, what did I do?
Oh shit. Oh my god.